All right, welcome to another edition of Skope TV. We have got a mega hip-hop star on the phone tonight. Paul Wall, what's happening?
What's up, baby?
How's everything going?
Everything's going real good.
So how you been today? What you been doing today? What's happening?
I've been doing real good, man. Just been grinding. I'm about to head to the studio in a minute. Me and Chief Harris about to hook up with Happy Perez out here in Houston. We're going to do something.
For the Fast Life album?
Yeah, for my new album, The Fast Life. It comes out May 12th.
Beautiful. Your new album, that's actually what we're getting right into. Fast Life is coming out soon, just like you said. How long you been working on that album, and where you've been doing most of the recording?
Well, I was ready to come out with it last summer when I was on tour with Take 9, but we were doing a lot of renegotiating with our record label, so we had to push it back. I think it's been for the better, too, because we've been in the studio coming up with new music, and we got a hell of an album right now. We really perfected a lot of things, we tweaked some things, and we got a nice album.
That's sweet. Now, what do you have to do in order to get in the right state of mind to create and record new music? What's kind of like your mantra?
Well, sometimes, it depends on the atmosphere, depends on who I'm working with or what kind of song it is. Sometimes I just go over there and do it. But other times, we might fire it up, pour something up in the cup, so have some fun. It just depends on, whatever the situation. But in any situation, we always just try to switch it up and just do our thing.
Perfect. Now, how would you say you've changed lyrically and as an MC from this album as opposed to when you were coming out with The People's Champ?
I think I definitely matured a lot as an adult. Become grown up in a man, become a man a little bit. So you hear that in the music. Also, my mind frame is a lot more open. I have a much more open mind while I'm willing to try new things. And, I really appreciate the position I'm in, the place I've been pushed. So I really just like to work and grind, and whatever we come up with, let's do it.
That sounds cool. Now, like we were talking about before, off the air, I saw you on tour with Tech 9 in Worcester, and you were working your own merch table, which I found to be not only effective, but just incredible. When did you start doing that, and do you do that at every show?
Well, for one, I like to, reach out and meet my fans and get to hang out and kick it with them. To get a feel for, that's why I'm a People's Champ. That's how I got the nickname the People's Champ. So, it's fun for me. That's, one of the funnest parts about performing and going on the road is, being on stage, but then getting to meet the fans also and hang out and kick it. And you get to, see them for who they are, and they'll tell you, things that you might not get to know. Like they'll tell you, their favorite song on, the last album was song number 8, this and that. You see their opinions and what they like across the country, but really I just like to, kick it with the fans and hang out and meet them. And, when it comes to merchandising, it's a lot easier to sell things if I'm standing right there too. So, my pockets is definitely feeling the benefits too.
I mean, and let's not get it twisted here. There was a line around the corner to come and take a picture with you and buy merch.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
That's sweet. Now, your success, not only in the hip-hop business, but in the jewelry business, is incredible as well. How do you balance between the grills by Paul Wall and being an artist?
I think being an artist definitely helps promote the jewelry. The bigger I am as an artist, the more popular the jewelry's going to be. But, my boy Johnny pretty much runs the jewelry, so my boy Johnny Dang, so I let him do his thing. We have a lot of fun with it. We come up with new ideas, and we got a new line of watches. We just put out also a new line of watches for ladies as well. We got our grills, all our custom grills, and any custom jewelry too. So anybody can find out more information on my website, grillsbypaulwall.com. Go check that out.
Perfect. Now, you've had many smash hits over the years. What hit would you say means the most to you and your career, and why?
Well, I think the first song that we had on the national level was Still Tipping, and I think that really took it to a whole different level from the independent gang. It was the first time we had a video, first time we were doing national syndicated television, radio shows. But I think Grills is really the one that means the most because I was nominated for a Grammy with it. It was the first time I got a chance to work with Jermaine Dupri, with Nelly, Ali, and Gip, and we did so many huge things. That just took me to a whole different level, and that just solidified me in the game to where if I fall off the map today, I'll always be remembered for Grills.
Now you are a father and a husband. when you're home, is it hard to shut off the Paul Wall persona and just be dad?
No, not really. Because I mean, what you see is what you get. So you know, I'm the same champ. You know, whether it's with the family or the fans or whatever, I'm, you know, the same me. But you know, definitely, my family, like my wife, she supports that to 100%. You know what I'm saying? But my kids, they don't understand. So you know, I'm here doing an interview. My little boy might be banging on the wall on the outside trying to get in. You know what I'm saying? So he don't quite understand it yet.
That's sweet. Now, what is it about coming out of Houston, Texas, that has shaped you into not only an MC, but into the man you are today?
Well, being from Texas definitely has made me who I am. You know, I got such a big pride of representing for Texas. You know, this is Texas lifestyle, everything. You know, in Houston with the cars, the slang. You know, the way we love sports, football. You know, of course, sports are loved across the country, but you know, it's a little bit different in Texas. You know, we live and die for our sports out here. Kind of like, you know, like how the Red Sox Nation is for Boston for the Red Sox. You know what I'm saying?
That's it, and that's where we talk. We are in Boston. We're watching your Cowboys, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
That's cool. Now, you work and hang with a diverse bunch, from Travis Barker to Bun B to Fall Out Boy. Was that your plan, or did that just kind of come into itself?
Well, one, I'm down to work with whoever's down to work with me. So I keep that mind frame in everything. You know, whoever's down to work with me, that's who I'm working with. But also, I pretty much get down with whoever I'm a fan of. You know, I've been a fan of Travis for a long time. You know, Bun B, he's a legend. So of course, you know, I'm a huge fan of him. So you know, it's a blessing to be able to be in the same room with these people, even though they're my friends. You know, it's just a huge blessing for me.
Now, as an artist and an entrepreneur, what are you doing to try to keep your revenues coming in amongst this crazy recession we're going through?
Well, you just got to grind. You got to grind and overcome it. And being the economy is so low, you got to step it up. You know what I'm saying? And whether you're in music or in anything, you know. So it's crazy when you see people who take things for granted these days, because they have no idea that they could be on the street for real in another month. So, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, I just step it up. Even though the economy's low, you got to step it up. You got to make the music better. You got to grind harder with it. You got to travel further out and stay on the road longer. Do better shows, do longer shows. Do whatever you got to do to overcome it, you know? A lot of times people are scared of it, to change things up. They seem like they're scared to step it up. But that's what you got to do if you want to be successful these days.
That's it. Now, your loyalty to Swisher House, your record label, is unprecedented. In this day of free agents, what is it about Swisher House that makes you stay true to them?
Well, I've been down with them for a long time. And, you know, they always showed me love. That's why I learned how to do my thing. And Michael Watts put me in the game a long time ago on the mixtapes. So, you know, we've had a lot of success. So I think as long as we're having success together, I think we're going to stick together.
And we're going to take a quick break. We got Paul Wall on the phone. Hold one sec.